I'm Anna, and I'm here with Dima to talk about all of the issues which seem to have been exercising people on the PetStreet website. I know from walking here that you haven't really ever been embraced or sought the embrace of the dog walking community on the Heath because you're doing your own thing. And
I might disagree. Have you noticed that our company has never advertised anywhere? You know why we are oversubscribed? Because everybody who deals with us just loves us.
But you do get a lot of publicity.
We do, but we are on the Heath, and well, you will be surprised by how many people will come up and say, "Oh, Dima, here's a dog you trained this year." And that
well, I
year.
walk here
and,
every day,
yeah.
Dima, and I have heard things over the years in the way that you hear things. And I would say that you didn't enjoy a good reputation.
Really?
No,
you should start a membership.
And also that people are very, very upset by A, the fact that they feel that when they have complained to what they thought were the proper authorities, nothing happened. And B, last year, when the corporation were speaking to you about dog control orders, as if you were the representative of dog owners on the Heath, they went absolutely ballistic.
I noticed.
I think the reason that this has happened on the forum is that all of the people who've had reservations about you for years, suddenly they actually had a place to say it.
You know,
I have myself heard reports of you losing your temper and taking it out on the dog.
Even though I would admit that we're all humans and it might have happened, I do not recall any incidents like this. And even if I lose my temper, I'm highly professional. And
were you aware that quite a number of complaints have been made to, for example, the RSPCA about treatment?
I have known of two. One was my ex-wife. as you would expect, and one was ages ago. Yes, someone saw me throwing a leash at the dog, or discs, I can't remember. And they come up, they always very understanding. They do act on every incident, always. They can't ignore people's concerns. And well, basically there are a lot of people who do complain once again, and they're aware of it, police are aware of it. And over the past years I've been reported for, I don't know, child protection services, for tax evasion, for money laundering. I've been not just dealing with that, but kind of receiving those calls and saying, "Oh, that's you again." Yeah, right. Why? Because there is no actual incidents that they can report on.
I would normally be wearing a cape, like a wizard's cape. Good boy, Georgie. And around, Georgie. Come on, around. Good boy, George. Around. Nice. George, around. Good boy. And twirl. And in. Good boy. George, spin. And in. Good boy.
She's been training with us for 5 days now. Woohoo! And this is why it's so easy for me to show you this. She's fresh. Hand feeding is about delivering her basic meals, even though she's already had her breakfast, but by hand. It forms a strong habit, and it forms a strong bond and desire to please. So the dog learns to do basic exercises from, come on, this way, from walking side to side, from doing simple twirls, from, come on, and doing that, sits, doing little begs, paw. And within the first week of training, the dog goes through, I don't know, maybe 50, if not 100 of different things, including, you know, lying down, crawling, walking forward, sitting, maybe staying, waiting for the biscuit to come. So the dog is bombarded with loads and lots of challenges for which the dogs are paid continuously. Due to the high number of those rewards, I do go through about 200-300 reinforcements every training session. I have to resolve to using the healthiest option. So I don't just use treats, and I suggest that everybody exercising their dogs continuously or for a long period of time does not use sausage or cheese. They work better, but you are feeding the dog junk. And twirl. Nice. Over. Nice. And under. Good girl. Over. Sit. Good boy. That's what happens. Then we have two dogs that are wanting to please. Sit. Over the period of time, they will be learning to do this, not just on their own, but in a group also. Georgie. Haggis. And then, as a result, you walk a bunch of hand-fed dogs that are just as keen to please. Sit. Sit. As one dog would be. It takes more work, it takes lots more skills, but it's not any more difficult. For that reason, stay, here is your interference, and the dogs are being paid for what? For non-reacting to the jogger.